Do it live and not fix it in post.
We'll do fucking something. Hello,
Do it.
everyone.
Hello. Hello.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Camino.
Calvino. Yay. Thank you for the sub. Hello,
Aw.
and welcome to Waking Up. I am Anna, and this is my co host, Sean. Hello, everyone. And I hope y'all can hear us, and we're not doubled and shit. So here we go. Um, this is our podcast where we talk about trauma, our with a religious trauma slant. So we're no longer just talking about our religious trauma
We call
anymore.
that trauma. Yeah, it's
It,
just trauma.
it's just trauma. Um,
It,
well, not even just trauma, just mental health. I hate to think it's like it's just about trauma because it's not
mental health.
anymore. Like it's very mental health and slant.
Mhm.
But with it does have a undertone of religious trauma, and with that, let's get going with our lovely
Disclaimer.
disclaimer.
Yeah.
Uh, so here on Waking Up, we're not here to bash anyone's faith or religion. We think faith and religion are beautiful things when done in a mentally and emotionally healthy way. Um, Sean and I are not therapists, counselors. We're not certified. We are not professionals of any sort. We are just two people, again, discussing our mental health, our trauma, our coping skills, sort of lessons that we've learned and what we're going through. And yeah, so two trauma triscuits talking about our shit on the internet. That's what we like to say. And but if you do need professional help, we do have information that can help you find somebody who is a professional and get you the help that you need. So you can message us at Nerd Mom Ace or at Deroy and Sombra on any of our socials, and we can get you that information. We can also, you can go to our Discord. It's where that's
Mhm.
also there for the Team AOA Discord, and we can get you that information there as well. Sean and I are we grew up in North Carolina, in the United States. I have to say that now, North Carolina in the
Right? You
U.S.,
do. Yeah.
which is fine. I love it. I love that. And which was in the early like 80s, 90s, aughts, and yeah, which if those of you who don't know, that is the buckle of the Bible Belt, Billy Graham territory, and
Mhm.
so. We grew up Southern Baptist, which, for those of you who don't know, is a conservative evangelical denomination of the Protestant faith, and it is something else. That whole lifestyle is certainly
That
something else.
is that's one way to put it.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's it. Well, and we're going to leave that part at that because
Yeah.
that's a whole podcast episode on its own.
Yeah, just when we think you couldn't get more conservative. All right, go, 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 go,
Yeah.
go.
So here we are.
I
So we're
did.
not doing. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I did see like something is like, I know that my mom voted conservative and blah 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 blah. So here is her safely guarded sugar cookie recipe, and here is all
Ah.
the things. And I was like, and the caption
Oh.
was
Mhm.
rebellion takes many forms, and I was
It
like,
does. Yeah. Right.
you know what, I'm here
That's
for that. I'm here for it.
fantastic.
It's
Absolutely.
fine.
If
So
nothing else, we're gonna get some tasty sugar cookies out of it. Good recipe.
yeah, it's something. So,
Great.
okay, what are we talking about today, Pep Pep? And I
Oh.
chose the topic. I just let you know. So if it gets all weird, it's because Sean can take something and turn it weird. So, hi,
So it's
Asta. Good
Hey,
evening.
Asta. So
I'm
it's go ahead.
okay. I need to know, what time is it where you are? I need to know the time difference.
I think it's like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah. So I just need to know.
Yeah. Inquiring minds want to know. So today's topic that Anna picked for us is gonna be a fun one.
And it
So
actually is going to be a fun one. It's well,
yeah.
pseudo fun.
I mean, as fun as our podcast gets.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So we're gonna be digging through our emotional baggage like it's a clearance rack, and trying to find something that's worth keeping. We are.
Okay, random ADD moment, because this is where I'm at this morning. I'm letting you folks know is like I was looking at my mic and the gain, and because my mic is white, like there is a dirty like makeup smear, like where,
What?
but
Yeah.
it lines up. So it's like, oh, I need to turn it here so that it lines up.
How do you get makeup on your microphone? Were you like rubbing up your face up against your, I'm confused.
Makeup, when you wear makeup, makeup is good everywhere. East Coast is
Okay.
6 Central is 7. So it's 7 p.m. where they are. So 7 hours
Six,
for me.
okay, so 6 hours. All right,
All right,
gotcha. Oh,
awesome.
good, that's good to know. Good to know. All right, yeah. So we're talking about our emotional lost and found box. And there's at least one item that's going to be covered in dust, and because we grew up Southern Baptist, lots of shame, a thick, heavy layer of dust and shame on that emotional support, emotional lost and found box.
Mine is lost. No, it's not. It's not. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
nothing is ever truly lost.
Sometimes it's buried, and we just have to dig it up.
Yes, or it may be lost to us but found by somebody else.
Ah.
So
Sometimes it's just where it's where we just forgot where we placed it. It's not so much like completely lost to us. It's like, oh, we put it over there. Hey, Estes on a 3-stream streak. He's streaking.
yay,
Yay for the streak.
streaking.
Oh, yeah, he's streaking. So we're talking about the pieces of ourselves that we have lost along the way, from our childhood through our adult, things that we had when we were younger, and through life, because of life and other people and our experiences, things have fallen off, they've disappeared, and we're looking at some of those things we might want to get back. Some of those things we might want to go, you know what, I'm going to do this again.
Oh, I did. I will read myself a note. I'm sorry. So yes.
Oh, yeah.
I did. Ooh, because I had to
So
pee.
can they?
hung up and I peed, and I was like, yeah.
You did the post podcast pee.
I did. For those of you who don't know, like it's my body just naturally goes, okay, you're done.
Yeah. It's the trauma trigger that's pressing on the bladder.
Yes.
It's like we've had enough.
So okay, you keep talking about what we're talking about. Like, and I love how like I gave you it like intros and segues, and you still
I still awkward about it.
Yes.
I'm always awkward. That's what I do. I make things awkward.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. All right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So the pieces that we've lost along the way, and how we lost them, why we lost them, and how we are looking to reclaim them, or have reclaimed them, or want to reclaim them, and what they are. So this is going to be like a fun Pandora's box. We're going to pop it open, see what's inside.
I don't know how
You don't know if you want to pop open Pandora's box. Yeah, now Pandora can keep her box closed. It's fine. We don't need Pandora's box. It's good.
We do need Pandora's box. It's fine.
Oh, but you know what? I don't want to dig into Pandora's box. She's got stuff in there.
We all have stuff in there, dude.
All right. So first question: Are there any? Did you have any hobbies when you were a kid that fell off? Any things that you like to do? Any hobbies that you did as when you were younger? That
Oh, thanks, Calvino. I was like over here searching for it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like trying to stream and do this at the same time. This is why I have moderators.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk about mine then. The biggest one I would probably say is like Lego. Now I have since reclaimed that, but that's a big one that a little hobby that I lost and dropped off.
Oh god, I'm ADD, so like
Mm-hmm.
the little hobbies.
Were you crafty as a kid?
Oh yeah. I did the whole I remember one time I made a business, like my youngest daughter does this too, so it's really, really funny. It's like the clothespins, I would decorate them with paint and try and sell them, like, because that was the thing. I don't know, like, yeah, I was crafty. I think here's the biggest thing that fell off as a kid was art. Um, in second or third grade, I remember I drew a picture, and it was of like, uh, I don't even remember what it was. It was for a contest for art class, and I drew it. It was the moon landing, and so I drew this picture of like a close up of the moon with the flag and the earth in the background, and I had like the footprints and everything, and it won the first level of whatever it was, like the first level, like, and so it didn't win, and it didn't go any further, but it was one of those. I used to draw and a lot, and just all of that, and it just fell off because it was, I don't know, somewhere along the way it's like, you're not really good at that. So
Someone told you that's
yeah,
because I
and I
think
don't
that
even
happened to me.
remember who. I don't even remember if it was like a kid or my parents. I don't remember anything. I just stopped doing it.
I think what's sad is sometimes because we don't remember, and it may not have been anybody close to us. Sometimes what
How
your
did I
Calvinos?
fucking not
Yeah,
know that?
I
How
didn't know
did I
that
not
either.
know that? Boo boo, we've known each other for years, and I didn't know.
Yeah,
What the fuck? What the fuck? You hiding shit
Ca-
from me, Calvino? You hiding shit
yeah,
from
that
me?
is not cool. And art, not just he just didn't like. It wasn't
It
just he
was
didn't like to draw. An art major.
major.
So Calvino can work a wrench. He can work some painting, drawing, artistry, and he can work some food. Calvino is a man of many
Little
talents.
hobbies with my ADHD is just sure just is a for sure a disaster. Oh.
Yeah,
I was telling Sean before I left, like I had to pull like it's a I have my cosplay. So sewing's another one, calligraphy's another one. Oh, now that I'm thinking about
yep.
it, like things that have
We
fallen.
start to-
I used to like I took a summer camp as a kid, and uh it was almost like classes, but it was like fun stuff, and you got to choose the different things. I did home ec, which I learned to bake and cook, and I did that still, but like sewing, I used to I remember, and I loved it, sewing, knitting and crocheting,
Mhm.
and I occasionally picked that up, crocheting a little bit, drawing, basically all the things that my youngest daughter likes
I
to
was getting ready to say that sounds
do.
a lot like what your kids do right now. Just
Like
saying.
especially Chloe. Like Chloe, I'm just now thinking, I'm
Uh,
like,
she got your crocheting
she
bug
got
right there.
everything. Like literally, like all the
Oh yeah,
things that
the
I
girls too. Yeah, all the
like
artistry
literally
stuff.
dropped off the planet, Chloe picked up. There's
Hmm.
that. All
I
right.
mean that tracks. Um, cooking is important. Being able to
It
cook,
is.
big deal. And having a passion for cooking is a big deal. Um,
Oh God, childhood quirks or dreams we ditched to fit in.
oh,
Fuck.
I will tell you a quirk. I think I mentioned this one before. A quirk that I picked up. I don't know when, but I remember specific times where it came into play. In order to fit in, I would take on characteristics of what people thought about me.
That's trauma.
Even yes, even if they're and I remember this. I remember specific times, like even in high school. Um, I wanted to fit in so much that I would just if somebody said something about me that's how they perceived me. I even if that wasn't true, I would adopt it, and I
Oh.
did through adulthood too.
You still do it, yeah.
Hmm. I have to fight not to.
Do you want me to expound upon that, Asta, or do you just want me to leave that alone? Because I do the same thing. I absolutely do the same thing. And if you
We
don't
need to
want me
talk
to
about
expound upon it, I will. I will just leave it alone. But I'm just
it.
saying that I absolutely do that. So, yeah. Um, for me, weird quirks. Um, that to fit in. Oh my God, I am the I my intrusive thoughts. I am very much like I have black cat energy, but not really. It's more like orange cat energy,
Hmm.
like um and not golden retriever. Like that's like
That's
that's
different.
different. But orange cat energy is very, if you know what that is, it's very, you have the cat characteristics, but it's all chaos. It is
Hmm.
very like
Hmm.
weird, like things, and I was very much like that. I was very much the I am like it's one of the wrong towns I do to minimize. It's one of
Ah,
and but
coping mechanism.
why do you feel that your talent would burden someone? That's a big question, because a talent is something to be shared.
Hmm.
Um,
Cultivated and shared. Yeah, I would.
yeah. But yeah, I'm the one that was like, I'm quirky. I'll say the weird thing. Like, that whole say the weird thing, and I
Yeah.
always said the weird thing. I'm
Hmm.
always like, whatever weird, intrusive, random thought that was in my head would go right out of my mouth every time. And it's all like, or like, let's do something goofy. I would put shit on my head. I like the goofier the better, and I would find pure joy in it. Just it would
Oh my
make
god,
me
that's awesome.
so happy. And
The weird thing. Yes.
yeah, but that's what brought me so much joy, is like I was weird. That was my thing, and I over, I mean, obviously over time it's like, oh, I can't say the weird thing, I can't do the weird thing, don't do
Don't do the weird thing.
the
Don't say
weird
the
thing,
don't say the weird thoughts that come. Yeah.
be
Don't put them out
perfection, don't emote,
there.
be perfection, like
Mhm.
uh
Oh man.
don't make people uncomfortable, like
Yeah.
do the proper thing.
Proper,
Yeah,
clean, professional. Yeah.
right.
Um. Say things when the words are. I don't want to go over. See, I do that. Oh, the overthinking of words that come out of my mouth. Yeah, I'm really bad about that.
Oh, absolutely. I did that earlier this week. I called
Mm.
somebody an uncultured swine, like right before I went to lunch, just as
Uh
a
huh.
joke. I was like, "You never take like it was somebody hadn't tried a food." I was like, "You never tried that, you uncultured swine," and it just surprised him that I said it, and it was just like a shock. And like he replied, and like I don't know for a fact whether it bothered him or not, but then I left, and then I left for lunch to go work out, and the whole time I'm going,
Oh God. Now, what does that person think?
like, yeah, I was like, oh, did I offend him? I don't, do I message him and say no? Like I did the opposite. I was like, no, I'm not gonna, like, if he says it, if it hurt, like I was like, okay, I am not going to try and control the situation. I was like, had to, but it was a battle.
Oh.
It was a
Oh yeah.
battle.
As an overthinker, I totally feel that. That
Did
happens
you
all the
sit
time.
up? You sit up. Now you're like full screen.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
was slouching. There you go. I'm sorry. My bad.
Like if you're gonna sit up, that's fine, but move
I
your
mean,
camera.
I could enable my camera tracking. So when I do that, it was all right. Um, so when you have a group of friends and you say something that you say to your group of friends and they get it, it's an inside joke and it's all funny and they laugh,
Right.
and then you say that thing to people that are not part of your friend group, and you're like,
Yes.
"Oh, that was not the,"
You're
because
fucking.
out of context it makes no sense. Could be a very offensive. Your friend group, it's not. Out of your friend group, yes. And sometimes it just comes out of your mouth because you're just used to saying it,
Right.
and your brain just You're like,
Oh
oh god,
god. Oh
I get
god.
that. That's a tough one.
That weird unshakable belief we had as in ourselves as kids, where did it go?
Yes.
Oh, trauma.
It was yeah, exactly.
Parents. Our parents.
Yeah. There
Parts
was
of our
a
personality we muted to make ourselves more comfortable. That's what we already did. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
Um. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I uh everything about my personality to make people more comfortable, and by that, uh, I I was the loudest in the room. I was the loudest, most exuberant, most opinionated. I am like, if we're going stripping ourselves down to the core of who we are or what
Mhm.
we are, before the trauma got to us, I had no fear. I had no fear of people. I had no fear of going up to somebody asking them. I like now, like I'm like, oh, I don't want to bother somebody, or oh, I don't want to. But I had no fear. Like my mom was so introverted that she would send me as a child to go because I had no fear of telling people what I thought, of what I said, and being completely bluntly honest about it, and had no qualm. Like that person,
Hmm.
just out. And then over time, everything, like it's almost like just taking the saturation and going from completely like super saturated all the way down to just desaturated. Everything turned gray.
Hmm.
About my personality, you could tell the faint hints of color, but that was about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I I'm pretty sure I was not to that extent, but I'm pretty sure I was loud and big. Like with ADHD, I'm pretty sure because neither of my parents are like that, and somewhere along the way, I learned to be quiet.
No,
I
you
learned to
didn't.
be. Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. I learned to keep the stuff to myself.
Oh, well, there's that.
That's what I mean. Um, and it's over the last couple years where I've been like, say the weird thing, do the weird thing, embrace the awkward. I, you thinking I don't do the weird thing, say the weird thing? Have you seen Three Bards and a Dragon?
I have.
I mean, it's not full blown. It's not,
I was like,
but
I've also seen you off camera too.
yes, that's true. That is, you're
I was
correct.
always to shut up and disappear.
Yeah.
But is that
Um,
what you want, Asta? Because here's the hard part that we have, and I know that this goes along with that, is that all the stuff that we said and do, like as adults, we still are acting like kids. And that is something that my therapist pointed out to me. We still behave like we are children. And that's where the inner child comes out, and all of that, because we still are operating under the guise that somebody else can dictate and tell us what to do and who to be. And the reality is that we're adults, and what do you want? And that's what we where we get frozen, because now we're like, what do you mean this is just who I was told to be? At the moment, it's not an answer without bias because I'm depressed as fuck. Ah, fair enough. And you know what? That's fair and very honest, and I appreciate your honesty. Um, but for me, it's like operating under the guise that somebody else is telling me who I can and can't be and should and shouldn't be, and that's not who I want to be. But I'm an adult. I can make those choices for myself. Nobody
mhm.
else can make that choice for me. And I'm like, so much easier when I
Are
could
there
blame my parents. It's
it's easier than
that's the part of the healing. It's where it's my trauma, it's my parents' fault, it's my parents' fault, it's so and so's fault, it's somebody else's fault, it's that person who betrayed me, that
mhm.
hurt me, etc. and so forth. So there becomes a time where you finally have to go, nope, nope.
Just because it was at one time, just because that explains how you are now, doesn't mean that's how you have to be going forward. Our nervous system was built on our trauma responses, our coping mechanisms that we developed when we were younger, and it continues to respond like that.
Okay, what's the one thing your inner child would drag you for forgetting? Your inner child, like, you know how like you see these like videos where like your current self goes back and visits your younger self, and you're like, did we do this? What do you mean you're like that? Like, what is the thing that your inner child would look at you and go, why?
I don't know if this necessarily fits that, but it's what comes to mind. Um, the the fear of failing that I developed because when I was younger, just fearless. I'd do anything, indestructible. I if I wanted to do it, I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now, like everything is overthought. Like I don't do, I
I've
don't do
never
it.
known you to be fearless.
When I was a little kid, I was.
A little
A
kid.
kid, when I was a kid, I used to play with nope ropes. I never didn't worry me at all. I used to climb trees and jump. Like I used to do whatever, anything that came to mind when I was a little kid. Um, yeah, that changed not too long after that. But I remember as a little kid, I did crazy stuff like that. So, but now everything's like overthought. What if I do that and then this happens and then not wanting to what are people going to think?
Brave pep pep gasp. I know
Yeah,
the one who does. It's like, hey, I need you on a podcast, and and doesn't have like a 5-page script.
yeah, I know that one time when I was a little kid, I was fearless. Yes.
What's I'm trying to, what is the one thing about like for me? Cause like what doesn't my inner child not drag me for?
Yeah, I know.
um I don't know. I think
That's a tough one.
that is a tough one. My imagination. I
Ooh,
think
yeah.
I spent a lot of time like in writing. Actually, if I'm being 100%, I used to write
I did
a
too.
lot, like write a lot,
Mhm.
creative stories and stuff like that. I was very creative. I am very creative. But yeah, that would be probably the
To
one
express
thing.
that.
Yeah.
That's I completely forgot about that until you said something about myself. I used to read and write ferociously.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gave it up. I stopped.
Yeah.
Oh,
Writing is now very practical.
yeah. You still write, but it's no longer creative, and it's more.
It's journaling. It's
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 yeah.
it's 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 all of that. Okay, so if so for our audience, if
Mhm.
we opened your emotional lost and found box, what would surprise us the most? Apparently with Calvino it's drawing.
Yeah. Well, I want to know what happened, Calvino. Like you switched your
Life.
major.
Life.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. I was a music major.
Yeah. Yeah.
I, I think that's the thing. It's like I was a music major, and what happens for I used to read a lot, but when I was silent, so they wouldn't put. Yeah, I used reading as an escape too,
Hmm.
often. And when you what I am, I can't say this for sure, but what I have discovered is a lot of people who had traumatic, very like turbulent households read a lot or did something that was silent, like writing or something like that. To not make a mess, to not make a noise, to disappear, to
That.
disassociate. Reading was a lot. It was basically
Oh,
disassociation.
yeah. You're right.
I want to escape where I am, so I'm going to read to put myself in a better place. And as a kid,
That was
that's
one of the things we had. That was one of the things within our control because
yes,
we didn't have a lot of agency at that age,
yes,
if any.
yeah. Uh,
That's wow. That explains a lot. Yeah.
um,
Not allowed to make a noise. Mm-hmm. Better mechanic than artists. Our classes didn't hold as much. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh, that's another thing. Like when you have multiple areas that like, you know, of talent and
Mhm.
agency, what what holds your interest?
Yeah.
And it changes. It does change over time.
Sometimes it's what holds your interest. Sometimes it's what you feel you're supposed to do, and sometimes it's what is pushed upon you. Um, when I started, I was a English major when I started college. Um, yeah,
You ended up
that
with a minor though.
I did end up with a minor only because I had enough classes to make a minor. So I dropped it. I think I dropped it after the first year because I looked at all of the literature classes that I had to take and all of the writing classes, all the papers I had to write, and I was like, no, no, this is not for
It had
me.
nothing to do with you having to, proofread your shit and rewrite it.
I mean, no, it had nothing to do with that. No, no. Proofreading, it's fine. I'll proofread other people's stuff all the time. My own, yeah, a little bit different story.
Okay, so what's in the box? What's in the box? Uh, um, but how did we, how did we end up
How do we
losing?
get there?
How did we get there? How did we
Um,
get to that where we have this stuff let's think of it as like, okay, like a backpack or
mhm,
a bag that we have. We're carrying all our these stuff that brings us joy and brings us comfort and
mhm.
all of these things about ourselves, and then all of a sudden it just like you open this bag one day and you're just carrying it and you don't
Mhm.
realize that you've lost, like, things are just falling out.
And other stuff's been replacing it.
Right. And you don't,
It's
like,
like
somebody's pickpocketed you, like doing this.
someone someone pulled an Indiana Jones on us. Someone did the whole swap, and we had no idea.
I see, Asta, that sounds
That found
amazing.
that does sound amazing.
And here's it, because I am not creative with, like, I am creative with baked goods, but like
Mhm,
food,
mhm.
like I'm not. Like food, like burgers and steak, like I don't get all this whole, I can't, like, baked goods are one thing. I can bake like a motherfucker and like mix
Yeah, you
baked flavors and shit, but
can.
ask me like savory foods or anything like that, I have no idea what tastes good together. And
Mhm.
anytime I've tried it, it ends up not so good.
Ooh, nice. If we ever make it out to that out of the country, if we ever make it our way over there, I
I
think we're
know.
gonna
And
have to.
Calvino's the same way though. Calvino is
Yeah,
like,
I love seeing what Calvino's cooking. I'm jealous about it, but I love seeing it.
I know. It's like, and I don't know what, oh, like this vegetable pairs really well with this. I don't
Mhm.
have a fucking clue. Ask me a baked good though. I'm like,
You're on top of that, yeah.
carbs and sugar.
Uh, yeah, there you go. You got you have nailed the carbs and sugar.
Yes. But like anyway, like what we were saying is like, so we're carrying this bag. And like
Mhm.
all of a sudden we like open this bag when we finally decided, okay, I'm healing. I'm gonna take emotional and mental inventory of my shit. And you open this bag and you're like,
Mhm.
where the fuck is my stuff? And who took
Who
this?
put this there?
Who put this there?
Yeah.
Or how did this get damaged? Like, how did this end
Mhm.
up broken?
Yeah, I thought I packed it with like 4 layers of newspaper, and it's now broken. Fantastic.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah. Mhm.
like, what do you think, Sean?
Um, I think some of it. I think some of it comes from our parents. I think some of it comes from our parents shaping us the way that they saw
Who
us.
put dick in my bag? I mean,
I mean, if that's what you want in there, we can make that happen. I mean, it's not a box, but I think a bag will suffice. Because when we were growing up, it was all about we talked about this. It's all about obedience. We're latchkey kids. It was all do this. It didn't matter as long as you were breathing, you had a heartbeat, and you obeyed. And
right.
that's so. I think that is part of it. Is they saw us and they tried to make us into what they wanted for us because we were a reflection of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they didn't agree with what we wanted, well then they tried to force us into that mold that they wanted. Because that's what I felt. I felt
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to be what was expected of me. I think that's where the Christian, that's why I think I stayed in the religion so long is because I felt I had to, that's what I had to be. But it also created so much conflict in my brain is because it wasn't really what I wanted to be. I felt like I had to be, and so it created that dichotomy, which I've lived with for so long. Um, so yeah, I think part of it's what they expected of us and what they wanted us to be. What they put value in, they tried to make us put value in.
Oh, yeah. When I decided to be a music major, you would have thought I had just told them I was going to be like, I'm gonna, yeah, hey, mom, I'm gonna work the streets to make money. I'm gonna be, and no offense against sex workers rally on. I'm all supportive of
Yeah,
that, but like
that's
that
the response side.
that is the
Yeah.
response, as you know, like the level of shame and guilt and just just disgust almost. It wasn't quite disgust, but it was not very supportive of of that. Of
Hmm.
that I wanted to be a band director, that I wanted to be in music, that I wanted to be in something creative. Now when my sister decided, oh, I want to be, because at the time she was going to be a pharmacist. She wanted to be a pharmacist. That was respectful. That made money. That was prestigious.
Oh yeah. You're, mm-hmm.
And it didn't matter that I was good at it. It didn't matter that I was a great musician. It didn't matter that I was a great teacher. Like that was like being a teacher was almost beneath them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It didn't matter that I
That.
was great at it. Oh, that's something else that fell along the way. Was teaching. I used to
Yeah.
teach. I used to be a teacher. I did work in the educational system for a long time, but it was very secondary. It was not my main job. But I'm a really great teacher.
You are. You are. Yeah. And I think so many. I think that a lot of families and they still very much do. A lot of families have that. Uh, the parents have a hierarchy of careers, and they expect, and some push more than others, what career they want you to have because it reflects upon them.
Mm-hmm.
They can say, "Oh, my son, my daughter, they're a doctor, they're this, they're that, that high prestigious job." It reflects better on them, and so they push that on us, which is completely toxic.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
But
and
it,
as a parent, I like as a parent, I'm not going to say I have a different approach on it in that I always tell my kids like, well, what if I want to do this? Well, then do that
mhm,
if it makes you happy. But I want
yes,
you to have a direction. I want you to
hmm,
have like I'm not going to take care of you. I'm not going to let you live aimlessly. I want you to have a direction, whatever that looks like. And I remember my oldest hatchling, I never forget, I was driving in the car. And, because nowadays at freaking 10 years old, they're talking about your future and your career. And I know we've talked about this before. America is so fucking like really about know what you want to do. And they
yep,
started that with our generation. They started that with our generation, and then they've just made it worse over time.
they have, yeah,
And my we were talking about it, and both Seabrooks and I have both absolutely pushed on our kids. This is the one thing that we push. If you don't want to go to college, don't go to college, but you got to make sure you have a job or like a direction. Or if you don't want to go to a 4-year university right away, that's okay too. Um, if you want to learn a trade instead of going to college, that's fine. If that's your
hmm,
talent, if that's what makes you happy, but don't feel pressure to have to be in high academia like our parents did. You
hmm.
don't have to be in the gifted and talented program to be intelligent and smart.
Wait, that's an option. That is an option. Was
Yeah,
not. That was not. That
I
was
know.
not.
I know. No, 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 not for me. No, no, no. Like
Yeah, this is
again,
for your kids.
like I
Your
said,
kids.
like I said, my parents had me tested too, so that they had the paperwork. It was like it was. I felt like a fucking breeded dog. Like here's the paperwork. Look, She's in the top 5% of the
They had you
entire pop.
AKC registered.
Yeah, like here, like the Duke
Oh
intellect
my
program.
god.
They had like this whole intelligence, like numbers. Yeah, like she
Yeah,
is the top 5%. Like she is super intelligent. Nothing else. Like that was like she had
that was
numbers.
it.
Yeah.
That was the measuring stick. Yeah.
Um, it's just saying not to make you hungry.
Yeah. I just saw it. Thanks for that. It's no, it's not like lunchtime or anything, and I'm hungry. Yeah, no, it's cool. No, they look very tasty. You can put them in the there's a show and tell channel in Discord.
Oh, he
Um,
says it's in show and tell.
oh, okay. I saw that. It looked like he sent it to me, so I took. Yeah, the burgers. Those look
Wow. Yeah.
fantastic. Oh
So
man.
yeah, and like a being a chef or a cook or whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
But I will never
Yeah.
forget. We were driving down the road, and the oldest hatchling from the back was just like, "Well, if I was this, would you be okay?" Yeah, as long as you're happy. If I was
Mm-hmm.
just, she goes, if I was a stripper, would you support that? She's like, the kids that are
They
testing
want to push.
how
Yeah.
far you love them. I said, yeah. I like no, didn't. They're like, she was shocked. She goes, "You would let me be a stripper?" I was like, "Would it make doesn't make you happy? Is that something that as long as you were safe and you didn't? Yeah, there's nothing to be ashamed of with that." Like, and she goes, it just shocked her because that's the thing that she thought of that shocked her. I was like, as
Yeah.
long as it's legal
Mm-hmm.
and you're
And you're
not
being safe
and you're
about it.
being
And you're
safe, I don't fucking care.
yeah. It's your choice.
Yeah.
That level of agency is completely non-existent from our childhood.
Right.
Um, yeah, I don't think I even had a choice about going to a 4 year. There was always an expectation that I was going to a 4 year.
My parents told me, I remember, because there were four of us, but they had told me that they had enough money to send me to a 2 year community college.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very adamant. But see, the thing is that they never said that to my sister. They only said it to me. Shock. Uh,
Mm,
but I mean, her and I both, we had to get our own loans and yay, upper education. Anyway, we're not going to go into that. That's a totally different, that's political. Anyway.
yeah.
Um, but like, I was like, no, mom, as a music education major, I have to start freshman year. Like, I have to go to a 4 year university. I have to. There's no like, or I will be in college for 8 years. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
have to go.
Yeah.
And they didn't seem to understand that, or they're like, well, if you want to do it, you do it on your own. Like, so unsupportive about it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Then fine, fuck it. I'll do it on my own.
And you did. You figured out how to make that happen.
And now I'm paying for it.
Well, that's
For
but
a
that's
degree I
that's a
don't even
different
use.
part of it. Yeah, but you did push yourself to get there. So, but then you also came to the realization that it wasn't for you. So,
Oh, God. Oh, okay. This one says adulthood sneaking in like a thief in the night, toxic relationship convincing us we don't need certain traits. Okay. My fucking
uh-oh.
God.
All right, go ahead and rip it off.
I don't do music anymore. I don't play the piano. I don't play my horn. I very rarely sing where anyone can hear me anymore. I mean, all of these things I was incredibly talented at. Like, um, because over time, I remember very distinctly, I was getting really, really good my first year of college. And then, even my second. But I was starting to get really good. And then I started dating my second fiance, who was, he was an incredible musician and also very emotionally toxic. My first fiance was very physically toxic and just in all of those things. But my second one, he was very critical, hypercritical.
Mhm.
And, like, I was practicing and I will never forget, like, I was so proud. And I would try and play with him, like, and practice with him and
Mhm.
perform for him. And nothing I ever did was right. It was nothing. It was never good enough. I wasn't doing the right technique, or I wasn't doing all this. And I got a lot of criticism because I had a lot of performance majors. So they were at a different level of performance than me. And so the expectation became, even though I was an educational major, the expectation was that I needed to be at performance major level.
Hmm.
And so I was never good enough. Forget that I was very talented and that I was good. And looking back on it now, I was spending my entire college career being compared to these professional, they were playing in symphony level. I didn't have to be that level to be a great teacher. And my goals were different. But that was never, and so over time I became so self-conscious, so afraid, like, and I don't, like, I developed stage fright. I didn't have stage fright, didn't have it. I would, like, okay, let's do this. Like, I didn't have that.
Hmm.
I would approach anything and be like, okay, like, but over time, in those 5 years in college, I just got to the point to where it just became terrifying that I had to take medication for it. Um, and it was still, my anxiety got so bad and my fear got so bad that now I haven't picked up a horn in years. I haven't picked up a French horn in years, even though I loved it. I loved it, like, deeply loved it. I sold my horn. Like, I really, I would love to, but I don't have one anymore. So it's like, oh, I don't have one, so I don't play. But I have a piano. I used to play my piano all the time. I don't do that anymore. Singing in front of people. I know that I sing on stream and I know that, but
It's different.
it's different. And I get so terrified, and it makes me sad. Like I want to cry. Like, that is something that I lost because I let other people and their opinions, and it matters so much, that became a belief system that I wasn't good, that I wasn't
Hmm.
talented, that it wasn't worth it. And I think maybe there's a small part of me that's the whole reason I didn't continue. I didn't fight harder in the end. When I decided, nope, you know what? I don't, like, I'm done. When I
Yeah.
decided at the end, when they're like, okay, you have one more credit left. You have to go one more semester, then you can. And I just decided, no, I'm done. I can't. I don't have the fight in me anymore. Now,
Yeah.
is that a big regret of mine? Yes. Is that something that I hold and carry with me? Absolutely. However, I am now in a place where I can look back and go, that led me to where I am today.
Hmm.
But it is still something that I'd say the biggest what if of my life. And it is the biggest thing that got robbed of me and my joy of music and just of all of that, which is why it brings me a little bit of joy to, um, well, that my kids enjoy music. They're doing, like, one's a percussionist and one's a cello player. Like, they completely opposite of what I do and what I did. Um, but they enjoy it. Like, to see that joy, and like, I enjoy that. Like, we went to a drum corps show on Friday, and just being able to, they are at the age to where it's no longer, mom and dad are dragging me to another band show or whatever.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I went with them, and they were so excited, and they were
That's
so
awesome.
engaged for the entire time, and they loved it, and they're so, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that when I get older. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I can make that happen for you. Like, I'm encouraging them, and
Mhm.
ooh, drumline. That's something totally different. That's a different, like, that's a whole thing that I have never, like, I absolutely, like, it's a different genre, but still
Hmm.
as fucking amazing as the, like, traditional
Yeah.
verses. Yeah, but yeah, that got robbed of me. That got
Hmm.
taken from me, and it hurts a little bit. That is one thing I look at, and I look at my piano and I'll sit down and play, but I'll only play when no one's in the house.
Hmm.
But I love it. I love it. But I don't want people to hear me to make mistakes or that I'm not the best. So I don't want people to hear that.
there were a lot of people around during that time. There were a lot of people around you that
And yeah, you were there that time.
when I was when I was there that time. Um, yeah, I can see that. I think I think at that age we didn't. I don't know about people now, but I don't at that age. I don't think we had any understanding of the impact that we had on each other, people in general, like on our friends by things what we said. Like I think that really, um, I'll steal it back. There you go, nice Calvino. Um, yeah, I think especially the criticisms of what of our friends and the way we treated them. I don't think we had any. I didn't have any understanding of what the detriment that would have. Um,
And I'm
yeah.
the same way. Like Sean, you and I, like you and I both have talked about it. We still talk about it, about how like
Mhm.
you are still dealing with some of the effects of my trauma
Yeah. Yeah.
that I inflicted upon you, the criticisms and the stuff, and how
Mhm.
that changed your life in so many ways. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
when was the last time we danced?
That's on my list. That was something that
Yeah,
I learned to love.
yeah.
I took for our community probably doesn't know. I took a dance class in college. Just one of those. A couple friends wanted to take it. And I'm like, all right, sure, let's do it. So we did it. I loved it. It was so much fun, and we would dance, and those
And we don't mean like, modern dance. Like we mean ballroom dancing,
ballroom dance. Yeah,
like yeah.
yeah, like waltz. That was blurred conch years ago. Um, I miss that.
Yeah.
I watch swing. Like if I could swing, I I watch
I mean, you
videos.
can, but that's
That's different.
that's a
That's a little
different
different.
podcast.
Different podcast.
I
But
would
like
call it jive dancing because I
there you
mean,
go. Yeah.
jive is
Or
more
like
of the correct.
East Coast swing, West Coast swing.
Mhm.
Um, like I watch videos like on social media. Those pop up, and I'm like I wish that was one thing that just life happened and it fell off. But really developed a passion for it.
Yeah.
I miss dancing. I miss dancing with you. I miss dancing with the other friends.
I am so surprised I don't have a broken neck for all the shit that we did. For
That
those,
was that.
like we
Yeah,
would practice,
we did
like
not
outside in the yard.
safely.
No, not safely at
No.
all. But there was,
We
like,
practiced tricks.
yeah, like tosses
Yeah,
and shit. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Candlesticks, like holding up vertically, swinging around the body, arm.
I just have a
Yeah,
voice in my head that keeps replaying the record that I can't do anything. Like, can't do
that's a tough.
anything as in how? Like, can't do anything as in, like, you're not talented enough to do anything, or you can't do anything on you used to do it, but now, like, you can't. Like,
Or if you do that, you'll fail at it
yeah.
because
Uh,
that's what I deal with a lot.
yeah.
That yeah, I can do it, but I'll fail at it, and it'll be
Mine is I used to do it, but I'm not good at it, so I shouldn't do it.
what's
Mine's
the
not
end
I
goal?
can't do it because I know that I am smart enough and intelligent that I can figure it out. Mine is I shouldn't do it. You're not any good at it, so you shouldn't do it.
Just don't. Yeah,
Just don't do it.
yeah. Just don't do it.
Both are very hard. They're very loud, and they're very bossy, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, that is a voice. That is a voice that jumps up very fast and speaks loudly in my head. So, but yeah, dance is definitely one of those things that I miss. You told you couldn't do anything and you shouldn't
Uh,
try because it was worthless. Yeah. Oof.
and that's on our list, Calvino, and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's one of those. I'll pick it up back later. The lie that turns into
Yes.
years. Like you get older. The thing is,
Yep.
if I gaming, I haven't gamed in weeks.
Yeah.
I
That
haven't
is.
honestly.
Mhm,
I picked up a couple like late night sessions like on I'm
mhm,
sitting in bed because I moved my console upstairs
mhm.
when I had COVID and it's just sat there. But like I was laying in bed the other day, I was like, I sort of want a game, but I don't want to sit at my PC. So what's on Game Pass? And I picked it up and I was like, but I hadn't gamed. I hadn't opened so like Calvino was like, let's play 76. I haven't opened 76 in at least 3 weeks.
Yeah.
In at least 3 weeks, close to a month.
Life happens, and when you get a moment to go, okay, I've got a few minutes, I could game. Then that voice speaks up and goes, yeah, but should you? Like, isn't there other things that you could be doing? Or that's the voice that comes up sometimes when I get really busy. And like, but I could. But then the other voice speaks up and says, nah, you probably shouldn't do that. You should do something else.
Oh, I don't know how many times I'm like, I want a game. And then
Hmm.
I never get to it.
Yeah.
I never get to it. Um, yeah. Because that's
Game.
gaming's the big one for me because I was told I was a girl and I shouldn't game. I
Yeah.
shouldn't be that thing.
Hmm.
I shouldn't like first person shooters.
Hmm.
No, if I was going to be a girl gamer, I need to like things like,
The cozy games.
the cozy
Stardew Valley.
games.
Sims.
Yeah, I never liked Sims. They were always boring to
Yeah.
me. But like Sea of Thieves was a nice like, oh, I could do the thing, but it's
Hmm.
still a little kind of like, no, but I wasn't allowed to like any of those things. Like, yeah, even though I loved it, I gamed a lot when I like that was a weird thing about my parents. My parents were very techie, but they didn't encourage it. Missed, all of the puzzle games, the smart games. Yeah. I
I
know,
remember.
Calvino. I
Yeah.
know. He's like, I
Yeah,
miss
definitely
gaming
miss it
with
too.
y'all.
I remember you talking about gaming in college a little bit. Like you wanted to game, but
World
it
War
was
Two
always
online.
that's exactly the game I was thinking of, World War II. I remember because you were a big history buff.
And I always
And
play the German tanker because
yeah.
because I'm right now I have rediscovered because over COVID we bought a whole bunch of games from GameStop and
Hmm.
one of them was Call of Duty World War II and that was the disc that we had, but it wasn't on Game Pass on PC, so I never really looked for it or anything. Well, the other night I found it.
It's back. Yeah.
But it's back
Yep.
on console only.
Oh,
And
it is.
so,
Okay.
yes. So I was like, ah! But I loved playing the German tanker. And it was very rudimentary now that looking back on it, but I loved it because it made like you shot the tank and it made the katink sound. Ka-dunk,
Oh,
katink,
dude, that is. Oh,
boom.
that sound is so
Ka-dink! And
nice.
I would just shoot me, and like they would get so frustrated with me because I was just shooting randomly, and they're like, "What are you fucking doing?" I'm like, I game then like I game now. I'm like, I don't know, but it's a fun sound.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, gaming's a big one. I grew up gaming. I gamed in my house before. I gamed. I had a LAN party in my house before that was even a concept. Um, but for me, the gaming trauma really became an issue in my marriage because I created a monster apparently um, because okay, I shouldn't have said that.
Reword it. I'm challenging that thought.
The monster that came to be. You know what? No, I'm not even going to say that. Things happened.
No,
So
no, no. You put it out there.
okay,
Now we're going to. Now
I'm
I'm going
trying
to
to I'm trying to
challenge
figure
the
out how to
thought
I'm trying to figure out how to reword that. Um,
because it was
I was
not
the
your responsibility and
no,
not
it
your
wasn't. It
choice.
wasn't. I would say that maybe I was the catalyst for
No, you
what.
weren't. It's still taking responsibility.
Well, because I did do something.
No.
I didn't make what happened. It wasn't my responsibility what she came to be. But I'm the one that got her into gaming. I'm the one that introduced her into gaming again. That's my only responsibility, is that I'm the one that says, "Hey, you want to play this game? You can have a pet." And she went, "Ooh, I can have a pet." After that, it was nothing was my responsibility. It wasn't. I didn't. It was
Wait,
everything she did.
like a pet? Like you bribed her into gaming?
No. World of Warcraft. That was her first game, because I was playing World of Warcraft back when it first started, and then she was like, she's like, "What is this game?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you see, blah blah blah." In the game, you can be a hunter, shoot a bow, and you get a pet like a wolf or a lion or mountain lion, whatever. You can have a pet in the game as a character. And she went, "Ooh, I can have a pet as a character." And so she's like, "Ooh, let me try." So that's where she started playing. And then it went from there. My trauma
World of
became
Warcraft.
yes, World of Warcraft. This was vanilla, old original World of Warcraft. So my trauma unfolded in that I wasn't good enough. There were two problems. One, I wasn't good enough, and two, I should be doing something else. That was a big one. I'm gaming because I want to have fun and enjoy it, and I got free time. But there was a persistent thought when I gamed that was like, think of all the productive things that I could be doing instead of gaming. So if I played for more than a few minutes at a time, that intrusive thought would start hammering me. And then when I finally finished gaming, so let's say I gamed for like 2 hours, I would then feel guilty about gaming for 2 hours because I could have accomplished all these things.
Oh, same
in those
though.
2 hours.
Same though. I now that I play, and it is easy because gaming is actually pretty healthy for you, as my therapist. Like, there are things where gaming is a good thing. However, just like anything else, it can be easily get addictive. You can easily let things in your life slide because of it. It's because of it. So yes, there is that portion of it's self-care, but you have to be careful about that. It's like exercising. Like, yes,
Out of moderation, it can become
just like drinking or anything else. Everything in moderation is great. So you shouldn't feel guilty about gaming. It's when you start missing things or you're putting that over things. And
I think of it when I start neglecting things in my life because I'm gaming, that's when it becomes a problem. Now, neglect doesn't mean, well, I didn't do the dishes right now. It means I didn't do the dishes for like 2 weeks because I was gaming like constantly. Like, that's hygiene. I have no clothes because I haven't done the laundry. I haven't touched grass in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I know. I'm calling myself out. That's
we have to be really careful. Actually, with Sean, we have to be really careful about what games what games he plays.
Yeah.
Ark. Yeah. I remember Ark Ark will be one.
I will not play Ark again.
Because we started playing Ark as a group back with BSBN. We started playing Ark, and Ark, for those of you who don't know, Ark is a crafting game. The more you craft, the more points you like. It's very much there's a lot of other stuff to it.
Crafting with dinosaurs.
Yes. I go into hyper focus in the weekend and end up playing WoW 16 hours. Yeah, I mean that I mean that can or cannot be a problem. But you're in a depressive state right now, so I mean, either you're going to be lying in bed looking at the ceiling, or you can be playing WoW. And honestly, for me, if I'm going to have to choose whatever depression coping mechanism you need, at least you're doing something. At least your brain is active.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying, like, we need to work on our skills. I'm not saying stay in that state consistently. Like, let's work on trying to take tiny victories to move outside of that. However, if I'm making the choice between, like, I'm going to stay in bed and sleep for 8 hours versus, during the day versus I'm going to be online and WoW and, like, doing shit and keeping my brain active.
sometimes you need that distraction.
Right.
That can it can be a distraction that's very important.
It's
Yeah.
not destructive. I think that
Mhm.
that's the thing. Like, unlike alcohol or something like that, like, it's not destructive. It's like painting for 8 hours.
Yeah.
If you're in a depressive state and you're painting for 8 hours a day, and that's what, if I go off to bed, I will sleep 20 hours. Yeah,
That
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So,
Gaming for a long period of time, I would say, is healthier than just laying in bed for that amount of time.
absolutely. It's keeping your brain active, it's making your body do something, is making, and honestly, with WoW, because you are doing, like, I haven't played WoW, but from what I understand, like, you're still moving forward, you're progressing, you're doing the
Yeah.
things, and again, like, it's like painting or practicing or like practicing music or whatever. It is keeping your brain engaged. And
Mhm. And it's
that's,
giving you dopamine hits, which you
yes.
probably need.
Exactly. So I mean, that's like, unlike where drugs and alcohol, you drink in 8 hours a day. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you're forgetting your life,
Hmm.
but at the same time, you're not. What is it hurting?
Yeah.
It's not hurting
Yeah.
anyone.
Yep.
And sometimes that's what you need, and that's okay. I think when people go, "Oh, you shouldn't be," 16 hours. Okay. Sometimes
Yeah.
you need that, and that's
Mhm.
okay. And that's okay.
Yeah.
But here's a statement. Uh, Realizing we didn't lose the things that we love, we gave it away.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. That hits kind of hard.
I have to use the restroom. I'll be
Okay.
right back. Keep talking.
That's that what that coincides with something else that I had heard, which is um we're not responsible for the trauma that happened to us, but we are responsible for the way in which we handle that. Now, one thing is as a kid, you have a lot less agency and skills and stuff. As adult, you have more. Um, but thinking about like it just didn't go away. We, I'll say I'll speak for myself. Um, I made choices. Yes, I can say that. Well, this person said that, and this person said that. This I stopped believing that. It was okay for me to play with Legos. That was still a choice that I made to hand that away, to give that away, to stop doing that. It just someone didn't take it from me. It just didn't disappear. I chose to no longer participate in those activities. Um, and that's kind of a shift in the mindset, which is important for me because I tend to fall into a victim mindset. So like, well, somebody took this, somebody did this. It's somebody else's fault. They did this to me. No, I made these choices, but there's also empowering in the whole in that idea. It's also empowering because if I hand it away, I can take it back. I can find it. I can get it again and reclaim that thing that I gave away. Why
Mhm.
you gotta stare at me that hard? Mm-hmm. What?
Just, no
Just
reason.
no, no, none at all. Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
um, but Astra says being 16 hours in my brain is a hell. I preferred game, and but here's the thing. That's still a tiny victory.
Mm-hmm.
Pep Pep, do you need ski mask and black? Yes,
Yes, yes,
yes,
it
yes,
is.
he
Yeah.
does.
Mhm.
There's a lot of things that Sean, like, it's like, oh, I wish I could do that, but he doesn't do it because his trauma. Um,
Yeah.
uh, Here's one that I'm gonna call Sean out on: video
Fantastic.
editing, video editing. Oh my God, folks. Okay, so when we first started streaming back in
Mhm.
2020, 2021, I was like, hey, can you edit these videos for me? I'll record them. Can you be my editor? Okay, sure. And he loved it. he loves
Hmm.
it. He loves
Hmm.
doing it. He loves like I enjoy it the same way too. I enjoy it in a different way, um, but in a different aspect. But he was like, I love this. I used to do this. I
I
used to
did it in
like I
college, and I
loved
loved it.
it. Loved it.
Mm, yeah, I don't.
He still doesn't do
Yeah,
it. He still doesn't do it.
I'm supposed. I tell myself I'm going to. I want to see my face when I. There you go. Nice. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that is one of those fear, fear of failing, fear of it not being good enough. Um, if it's if I don't do it, I can always think that it's gonna go well, and if so, when I actually do it, that that's when it reality sets in, and it's not good enough, and it's not like I overthink it every single time. I'm like, oh, I should do the editing, and there's that part of me that just goes, nah, nah, don't worry about it, don't do it now,
oh, and
because it's
Sean hates it when him and I both do the same activity. Gaming being one of them when we play the same game, and I am better than him.
it's the struggle I have is my trauma from the marriage, the feeling of I'm not good enough to play. Um, I'm not doing things right. I'm not doing things the way they're supposed to. Why that why am I doing it this way? Why am I not min maxing? It's I'm that came from my ex. So yeah.
Sean gets a little toxic to game with sometimes. He is working on it, has gotten better, but he gets a little toxic.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I don't play Ark anymore because it really got bad during that time.
Um, but but like, oh, and video editing is the same way. Now, him and I are very different creatives. Like
Hmm.
he's very logical, creative. Think he's very, but he's still creative. Like he's still
Hmm.
very creative. Like all of the intros and stuff. Save I think our the Team AOA video. Like all of our intros, everything Sean does, and they're great. They are great. I also do something different because I do my think differently, but like he gets really competitive and then very like I'm not just I wait, two things can exist at the same time. Pep pep.
I I can if I'm not careful, I can get caught up in this mind a specific mindset. It's I want to do the thing like okay, let's say our intro video for three bards. I need to reclip that. I want to do it. I know I need to do it, but I haven't done it yet because I haven't done it yet. If you were to say, "Hey, I'm going to work on that," I don't see that as you just deciding that you're going to do it just because you wanted to do it. I see it as you're taking that from me, even though I was not actually working on it yet. But that's not just you that I do that with. That's anyone. Like I get offended. I'm like, you think that you're doing this because I'm not. I do this. This is something I really had to work on with work too, with my
Oh,
professional life.
absolutely like for me because like we have jobs and they come in and maybe I'm swamped or overloaded. And like my supervisor goes, "Hey, I'm reassigning this X, Y, and Z to open up space and time for you to work on like because I get tasked a lot with the bigger projects, the bigger special
Hmm.
projects that are in addition to my job." And so which is great. I am very honored. I am very glad that they have faith in me in doing that and that they know that they can hand these projects over to me and not micromanage and be like, we know you're going to do a great job here.
Hmm.
But it's my supervisor looking out for me going, I see I'm going to open up space and time for you to get this done because I know she knows I'm the type of worker that I'm going to do my job first. And for the longest time, she would do that and I'm like she doesn't trust me. She doesn't
That
she doesn't
voice.
trust me. Yeah, she doesn't trust me. She doesn't think I'm doing a good enough job. She doesn't think I can
Yeah.
handle my shit. I need to work harder. I need to do all these things. Whereas in now, like there's another big project I'm working on that, I've been struggling to find the balance with, and she's like, okay, I'm reassigning this so that I can open up space for you. And I'm like, thank you. Like it's, she sees that, she recognizes
Mhm.
that, and she's doing that to help me. And that's the thing. She's just like, I'm opening up space so that I can help you do what this project and make it good, not half-assed because you're trying to cram everything
Yeah.
in. And she supports that, and I see that
Mhm.
as supportive now, which is a totally
You
different work.
recognize it.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
totally different work mindset than me
Hmm.
going, she's taking this away from me because she doesn't think I can do the job. She doesn't think that I can handle it. She doesn't think that I'm like whatever, blah, 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 blah.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's so
I know
hard.
it is. It is. I know that. Yeah, I know that voice. I know that voice well. It creeps up that why are they taking it from me? They don't think I can do it right. They think I'm going to suck at it. That yeah, I get that.
Oh, okay. This one is curating your space with small reminders of you.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say the space around us.
My office, like I have Jay 3D printed me a Pip Boy, or a Pep
Hmm.
Vault Boy that has a
Yeah.
thumbs up. And it's sitting on a Nuka cap, and it's a phone holder.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
and
That's so
he
cool.
gave it to me, and I put it in my office. Like I put it in my old office, I put it in this
Hmm.
office. My office chair, I bought one for when I moved jobs, and the current job. I went and bought a pink chair. I have a
Hmm.
pink mouse pad.
Hmm.
Like my background is like very like that's. I'm not gonna pretend to be something. It's like, oh, I don't want to be girly. I don't want to be the girly one. But I'm like, but I'm girly. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
tomboyish, but I'm girly too. Oh, that was another one. I
You.
tried not to be
Hmm.
the pick me girl.
Hmm.
I spent, and because BPD, and for those of you who don't know what one of the character traits of being BPD is that you will take on personality traits and likes and interests of the person you're romantically interested in. And
Hmm.
even not romantically interested in, well, it's called your favorite person, the person that you are solely focused on. And
Hmm.
so, like, my personality traits was like, one day I'm obsessed with this and I'm this dark goth, like, oh, into heavy metal, blah, 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 blah. And the next day I'm like, oh, pop, pat, whatever.
Yeah.
And I realized that I don't have to be any of those things except myself. I
Hmm.
can like gaming, and I talk gaming, and I talk all this gaming with the guys at the work, and I'm like, oh yeah, gaming, my PC, blah blah blah. Like I talk about PC building, and you know what? My PC is white with pink accent lights, and that's the one I have at home. And the one I think I was like, yeah,
Lots of colors.
yeah. Shut up.
So would you say they're red, green, and blue? You have a lot of red, green, and blue colors
I
around
do
there?
not. I have a lot of pink.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's right. They were RGBs and now they're pink.
Go
Lots of.
ahead. Go ahead and tell our audience one of the things that. Go ahead.
Several years ago, when you realized that you were gonna, when you decided to start embracing that side of you again, you needed a new computer, and so we were talking about what kind of computer you wanted, and you were like, you asked me to build one, like online, and so I did. Of course, it had a gaming rig, RGB, and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, here you go. Here's the one. And you're like, oh, I don't need those all that. I don't need those lights. That's silly. I don't need that stuff. That's not me. I'm not. Yeah, I don't need all those crazy lights flashing everywhere. No, not at all. Flash forward. She got lots of pretty lights. Lots of them.
I started. I was like, I want a white gaming setup. Then Jay brought Senpai to con, and I went,
Hmm.
I want that.
Hmm.
I ended up getting
Hmm.
that, and now I ended up getting that and completely getting it rebuilt.
They did. They
I
did.
literally have no original parts from Senpai. like he literally has
You
them.
got a massive upgrade.
He
You got a
literally just
facelift
he
and.
literally has all Senpai in parts still. Just,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine.
Underglow for the car. That looks
But
so
I didn't want to be that
that person.
girl.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
And how many of us don't want to be that person? So we don't.
How much energy do we spend trying to not be something versus being something?
Oh, a whole hell of 90% of my energy.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like I do the same thing. Like I'm trying so hard, especially when I was younger. Actually, I said no. I shouldn't even say when I was younger. I spent most of my life trying not to be my older brother, as opposed to just being who I am. I didn't want to be him, and I think a lot of us do that. We're so
My mother.
fixated. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
I absolutely like my therapist called me out on that. I was talking about something about my kids, and I spent like, especially when I first started healing, a lot of times I would bring up I don't want to be my mom. And so I'm doing the
Hmm.
opposite. I don't want to be my mom. So I don't that was my motivation. Is I was
Hmm.
spending a lot of time parenting to be anti my
No.
mom.
Yeah.
And my therapist at the time, because I've been through like 3 of them, um, not because I've ran them off, but because they've gone to other opportunities, and I'm very happy for all of them. But
I can't say anything.
um, I relate. I don't want to be the people that abuse me. Yeah, and we do, and those that are traumatized, that's sort of our mindset.
Mhm.
And that's what shapes our personality, our likes, our dislikes, our how we react to situations. I know for a fact that like C. Rugs is that way, in that and we overcompensate in that. But I spent a lot of time talking about how I didn't want to be my mom. Now there are a lot of qualities about my mom that were great, that I did inherit from her, and then uh, when they would come out, it would just jolt me. But she says, "What kind of mom are you?" And I went, What do you mean? Like I'm a good mom, or like she goes, "Yeah, but you're spending all of your mindset thinking you're parenting like you don't want to be your mom. But instead, why don't we parent like you want to be a parent? What kind of parent do you want to be? Not the parent that you don't want to be your mom, but what kind of parent do you want to be as Anna? What kind of parent is Anna?" And I went,
I'm sorry. What? Hmm.
"I'm sorry, there's a difference." Like I didn't realize
That
that.
was
Yeah, and
yeah.
I didn't want to be that girl because I have a ton of guy friends, and
Mhm.
I used to be like, I don't want to be the pick me girl. I don't want to be like you think that I have a lot of guy friends. So it's one of those. I don't want to be that girl.
Hmm.
So I tried not to be too tomboyish and too not boyish. So I never really felt like I fit anywhere because I was trying not to fit somewhere.
Hmm.
I was trying not to be that girl, the girl that's like, I game with the boys and I don't like drama and I don't wear a lot of makeup, to I wear a lot of makeup, but I don't want to be that girl. So I'm going to do this, or, I curse like a sailor. And I spent so much, or I don't want to be the girl, so much. I don't want to be an girl. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that. And you spend so much time
Hmm.
focusing on that I don't even really know if I'm being real honest. I'm slowly coming to the fact of I have a lot of guy friends. I have a lot of male friends. Okay. A lot of the shit that I'm into is male dominated. However, I'm also very pro female. I'm not like putting other women down. I'm not saying, "Oh, look at her. I don't do that," or whatever. I actually see the benefits of I wish I could develop female friendships the way that some females do. Um, I don't wear as much makeup now. I wish I wore more. I wish I had time for more. Oh, that's another thing I went by the
I think
wayside.
yeah. Hmm.
Y'all, I love makeup. I love makeup. I love wearing it. I love putting it on. I love makeup. I don't do it anymore.
You're good at it.
Um, but I spent so much time trying not to be whatever. What about you, Sean? What do you try very hard not to be other than your big brother?
I try not to be a burden. I try I tr- I try to be, yeah, that's probably one of the worst ones. Hmm, I don't know. Um I don't know. Nothing's. I'm sure there is. Nothing's coming to mind, but I'm sure there is. Um, my for the longest time, my identity was wrapped around not disappointing my mother because of what happened when I was like 18, and then not being my brother. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to think on that one some more. I feel like there's something there. I'm just not.
Okay. What's the easiest part of yourself that you would reclaim without overthinking it?
What? So you're saying something I would do without overthinking that?
Hmm.
Really? Uh, Something that I want to, or I could.
Well, you're
How about,
just what's the easiest part? What is the part of yourself that is the easiest that you could reclaim today without thinking about it?
I feel like my brain is going into a crash. Like I'm out of memory. I feel like I'm having an out of memory moment.
You need a RAM update.
I need a yeah, I need a RAM update.
Like for me, it's like I could easily just go downstairs and play the piano.
Oh, I mean, like my fear of doing stuff. Like I need to. I need. I've been wanting to create a new, reclip the intro for Three Red Dragon. Right. That's something that I could easily do in terms of, hey, I'm just gonna go do it. Um. Yeah, that's something that I could just, because it's like the opposite action we've talked about. I'm so afraid of like whatever with this. The opposite. I just do it. Just stop thinking and do the thing. So yeah, that's something that would be simple, short term, or short that I could do today.
Yeah.
Um, for if you'd asked me this question months ago, it would have been touching grass, getting out of my house. Because
Oh,
I've done a lot better
yeah,
about that.
Calvino.
Um,
Hello.
hey, Twitterdin? Guess it. Camo pants and graphic tee and sneakers on. Big stompy boots.
That's
Yeah.
one. That's one. I was actually yesterday. We were at a store and I was looking at some high heels and I put them back.
Hmm.
I used to love. I used to be that girl. And I used to be fucking loved high heels. I still love it. I
Hmm.
still keep. I've gotten rid of some, but I still have high heels. I still buy them. How when was the you want to know the last time I don't even remember the last time I wore high heels. I didn't even wear them at
Like,
con
yeah,
like months. It has been
it has been a long time. Yeah,
months.
yeah.
Months. Um
I've got another one. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's something that you very much love. And you just haven't done. But also your corsets could kind of fit in the same way because you don't.
I don't, but I have Corsetober. But
Yeah.
last October was an exception only because okay. So I have this thing where because I have all these corsets and I didn't have I was always afraid to wear them because of what people thought, and I still do
Yeah.
that. I still have that sort of hang up. What I did to
Hmm.
force myself to wear them is I have what's called Corsetober. So in October, every weekday in October, I would wear a different corset. Um, And I love that. But this past October, I started it and then something happened. And so I had a big crash out.
Really?
Really? You don't remember October, Sean?
Oh yeah, okay. No, I thought you meant like something specific happened with. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, I got it. Got it.
And so, okay.
Yep,
And
I
so
got
I
it.
went into a very deep depression, bad headspace. And so I didn't finish out the month. Um, but
Also, the job was the
oh,
yeah
but I'm back at my old job and they're very excited about
yeah.
it.
October is the best month of the year for anyone that doesn't is not around for previous Octobers. It is the best time of the year.
Oh,
Absolutely.
tell me you're in the
Mhm.
courses. Tell me you're in the courses,
What?
Sean.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. See, Jay agrees, and Calvino also agrees.
Oh my
Hmm.
god.
Yeah, we're all waiting for it. Don't worry.
I do have my military corsets. I'm planning on wearing my military corsets for our stream, our veterans
Fantastic.
station. But I think the big thing is for all of us, everybody in the stream, and for you and me, Sean. And I think the thing
Mhm.
is that those are easy fixes, and they don't have to start big. It's not like I have to wear. Okay, I'm gonna wear heels every single day. Like
Mhm.
I can choose a day and go. You know
Mhm.
what? Today I'm gonna wear it today, just once.
Mhm.
But those are things I'm gonna put on a full face today.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go downstairs and play piano when I hang out. Those seem like very insignificant small things. Even though I don't know about you, but when I say I'm gonna wear heels today, it feels like a big thing because it is sorta, but not.
It's yeah. It's this weird it's this weird paradox of it is, but it isn't, but it is, but it should be. Yeah.
We're not saying okay. We have this bag, and we also have this lost and found box where we're looking at it, going, "That's where that was. Where did
Yeah.
that go?" We're not saying overhaul your life,
Mm. Oh,
overhaul your
flip it.
personality. Yeah, just be like, okay, I'm this way now. I'm going to be completely different. We all do it.
Mm-hmm.
I know for me, it's like when I was like, I'm going to reclaim my sexuality and my kink and just be kink all the time and be that person. And then I realized that's a lot. Like,
Yeah.
or I'm going to be
That's
this person. I'm going to be this person. I'm going to wear these clothes because I can now. That's retaliatory and that's not permanent.
yeah.
Overhauling is not necessarily healing. I mean, it can be if that's how you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be just making one different choice, and that's still a big deal.
Yeah. It's victories. Small victories are still victories.
It's like it's saying, for me, I have not baked in a while. I haven't baked, like really baked in a while. I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bake today. No reason. You don't need a reason. And that's another thing that I know for me,
Yeah.
waiting for a reason. Waiting for an
Yes.
opening, waiting
Perfect
for the
time.
opportunity, waiting for the perfect time. No, if it just no reason. And
Yeah.
and people are like, "Well, what possessed you? What possessed you?" I just wanted to. And leave it
Yeah.
at that. And that's a good enough reason.
Yeah.
But our trauma made us think that wasn't a good reason.
We had to have a reason. Yes. Yeah. We had to have and not only did we have to have a reason for ourselves, we had to have a reason for someone else for us to do the thing. We had to justify our existence and our choices.
And
It
our
couldn't just
likes and
be,
our loves and our doings.
oh God, justify what we liked. Oh my, that is horrible. That's how we spent our lives with the people in our lives where we had to. It was like, yeah, I like this stuff. It wasn't enough to just like it. Why?
If I had $1 for every time I dressed in a sexy way or a nice way or put on makeup or did my hair or just because,
Mm-hmm.
and got asked, "What are you dressed up for? Why are you doing this? Who are you trying to impress?" My fucking self.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a good enough reason.
No. No. Yeah.
Hence the reason I stopped wearing heels.
Mm-hmm.
Was not a good enough reason. Who am I trying?
And it
Who are
was
you trying to impress? Who are you trying to seduce? Who are you trying to flirt with? Who are you trying to?
yeah. Mm-hmm. Any yeah, when you make choices for yourself and then you find yourself in a having to justify it. Yeah. Because I want to is a plenty good enough reason because I want to.
But nobody believed you.
Oh no. So maybe the choice is to do that thing to pick that one thing out of the box and just do that thing one time and just do it because you want to.
Just start, and I think the thing is reminding ourselves why we loved it. Why did we put it in the lost and found box?
Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't fit for you anymore. Maybe it just deserves like, hey, for example, okay, I wore all this makeup. I loved wearing all this makeup. And then I put it on and I'm like, I just don't, maybe that's not me anymore. And that's okay too.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, perfume? Yeah. I stopped wearing perfume for a long. I started wearing it again when I switched jobs. Now I put on perfume every single day.
I haven't put on cologne in a long time. For me, cologne was something you did for a special occasion. There had to be a reason for it.
Yeah, same. Now it's like, I want to smell good. I want to smell pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing it. And I did it with my job change. And I'm starting to do those things. And that's one of those things that with my job change, I was like, but none of them have been big. I'm telling you, my personality, I have not done an overhaul. I haven't, but I've done small things. Like wear perfume every day. I put on makeup every day. Now, is it full face? No, but I put on makeup every day, whereas I didn't for the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Pick something small.
Small
Make
victories.
Absolutely.
Small choices.
Those small choices will get you where you want to be, because we put things off. When we put things off, we never get to that point. We never make that step. Oh, I'll bake when I have this opportunity, or I'll do this when I have that. That opportunity it doesn't come.
When I have time.
Rarely. When I have time, you'll never have time. Yeah, you never will. So do that one thing that one time, and see where it goes from there. And then maybe you'll do it again, and then again, and maybe or like I said, maybe you realize that no, that's not something that you're passionate about anymore. Maybe it's something that really doesn't do it for you. Okay. Because this is all up to us. This is whatever we want to do. We have agency. We can do whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
So make that choice.
Yeah, Sean, make the choice.
I know. I'm talking to myself. I am.
But because I want to is a perfectly acceptable and actually healthy response.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to do it for social media. So many people's like, I have to show that I'm doing the thing, or I have to do the thing. It doesn't have to be for any of that. So, okay. So we have a new segment. So I've decided we are going to leave you guys with some homework.
Yes.
Some waking up things to try. Yes.
Yes.
So. Okay. So we're going to. This is your homework.
Mm-hmm.
It's called, you're going to play on purpose. Purposeful playing. Okay? This is for your inner child and your present self. Okay. Pick a low pressure activity that's just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. So, like, whether it be, I want to blow bubbles because they're fun to blow bubbles, or
It is fun to blow
I
bubbles.
know, color. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wear heels today, or
Mm-hmm.
something low pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Not any, like, if you want to sew, or I mean that's it, but something. Pick something, anything, anything.
Put together some Legos. If that's something that you haven't done in a long time.
Watch Sean's show at 5:30. Like,
Yeah, there you go. That too. Yeah.
um,
Mm-hmm.
bubbles, like,
Calvino. Of course.
but pick something low pressure and just do it. And you don't have to post about it. If you want to post about it, put it in Show and Tell. You can. If not, that's fine too. But just do it. If you feel like you need to, like, if you need the encouragement, we will be there to encourage you. But post in our Discord and just be like, hey guys, I really want to do this. And you just need a pep talk. Well, we are there to pep talk you in. Or just pick something, anything this week, the next 7 days. Don't say, I'll do it when I have time. Don't say, hey, I'm going to, just
do it.
Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your assignment for this week. And you know what? I will post mine. You know what? You guys don't have to do it, but I will pick something and I will post what it is I choose to do this week. So yeah.
I've got a couple coloring books that I could use. You know what coloring books I'm talking about.
Sean bought some dirty adult coloring books for a couple of our adult
get-togethers, our potlucks. Yeah,
because we had some littles, so we
did.
But yes,
but that is something that I haven't done in a long time. Is color, draw or color.
So that is going to be our assignment. That is your assignment. Purposeful playing. Okay, yes. We are going to choose something that brings us joy, and we're going to do it because it brings you joy. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is. Put on makeup for no reason at all because I want to put on fucking makeup.
Get dressed up.
Yeah. All right, where are you going? Nowhere. Sit on my.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. Just pick something. And not anything. Oh, okay. I can't do it. But I would say not something that's like, oh, I'm doing it so that it's productive. Like, no, something fun.
That's why it's play, is because it's something that's not meant to be productive.
Yes. All right, Sean, do the spiel.
All right. So, got a fun week ahead of us. So, tonight at 6:30 Eastern, is going to be Let's Build the Pep Up. I'm working on the Jazz Club and the Cafe. So we're on bag 6. I think we're on bag 6 today. So join us on my channel. That would be the Dorian Sumber channel, which I will throw into the chat along with everybody else's. There we go. Yep. So the last one, that is my channel. So come join me at 6:30 Eastern. Then Tuesday is 3 Bards and a Dragon at 8 o'clock Eastern. On the Team AOA channel. That's the first one on the list. So that is our RPG podcast where we roll a D20 and let it run our lives. It is chaos and hilarity ensues. So definitely come hang out with Team AOA as we, if you're awake. Yes, as we know, the time difference can be a tough one for all of our streams. So that's 3 Bards and Dragon on Tuesday. After that, our good buddy Nev will be streaming. And so check him out, his gaming stream. On his channel, Zartnor. And there we go. Yep. And then on Wednesday is Tainted Jay. Jay is going to be gaming. I believe Jay is going to be gaming this week on Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern on his channel, Tainted Jay. So check him out. He's going to be going, and innuendo, lots of innuendo. He's going to be doing his house flipping gaming. Thursday is some more Nev at 8:30 Eastern on his channel, Zartnor. And then that brings us back to Sunday, waking up at 1 o'clock Eastern.
Yay!
That's the week.
That is the week.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, everyone. You have your assignment. Go out and enjoy yourselves. So,
go play.
Go play. And we love you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Did you really just high five over me right
No,
now?
we didn't. You can
Okay,
do it
we're
again.
live.
Hey.
Hello.
Last week,
You don't even do that well from the front seat.
Okay.
And the bear's coming with the carpet spoon.
That's
Oh,
a straight up
no.
PBR for the table.
Yeah.
I think it called.
She ain't judging us at all.
Did you really just high five over me right
No,
now?
we didn't. You can do
Okay,
it
we're
again.
live.
Hey.
Hello.
Last week,
You don't even do that well from the front seat.
Okay.
And the bear's coming with the carpet spoon.
That's
Oh,
a straight up
no.
PBR for the table.
Yeah.
I think it called.
She ain't judging us at all.
Did you really just high five over me right
No,
now?
we didn't. You can do
Okay,
it
we're
again.
live.
Hey.
Hello.
Last week,
You don't even do that well from the front